Well, recently there was I guess a study or a paper that was going out, and it was something like an investigation of the growth of right wing echo chambers on YouTube. And a few friends shared it with me, and I checked it out. And in the back, they have a list of all these different YouTube channels, whether they're far left, left, center, right, or far right. And all my friends were sharing it with me because on the far right was my old comedy channel, We the Internet TV. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm far right? When the hell did this happen? And it turns out that I wasn't alone. So I was far right. The Joe Rogan Experience was far right. Brett Weinstein was far right. Sam Harris was far right.
And Harris.
Yeah, Sam Harris was far right. Yeah, exactly. A buddy of mine, Noam Dwarman, who owns a Comedy Cellar, he's like, he's like, you got to make a video or something. You got to respond to this. And he actually put me in touch with someone at the Wall Street Journal. So I wrote something up, and I'm actually waiting for what I wrote, my op-ed, to be published in the Wall Street Journal right now. Because basically, look, I'm a comedian. My job was eliminated in October. I'm trying to make it in comedy, and the idea that someone's out there calling me saying that I was a part of a far right program, it's like you're just basically telling people, don't work with this guy, don't associate with this guy, and it's so troubling how easy it is for people just to throw that shit out there and not face any backlash or consequences for it.
Yeah, it's the scarlet letter, and they never have to explain or justify anything. But thankfully, that is being decreasingly effective as more and more, the quintessential example was New York Times had that article, A1 above the fold, which is the prime spot for real estate New York Times articles, about some kid who was in West Virginia, I believe. And he went down this very dangerous rabbit hole on YouTube. And one day he's watching Ben Shapiro. And then a few months later, he's watching like Nazi stuff. And then it ends with him being like, no, I don't like this Nazi stuff. And it's like, so wait. So the problem is he like started like sitting on his ass, and like YouTube's algorithm just feeds him stuff, and he goes, I don't like this. I want to go back to like, something that's a semblance of a sane discourse. And apparently this is literally front page news for them. So increasingly these tactics that they use, like what you're saying, because now what they could do from any article say, Lou Perez, who has been described as far right, and they have a link. So they're sourcing it, and no one's going to follow the link and be like, wait a minute, why is he on the same list as like Ben Shapiro as far right, whatever. Right. But this is a technique that they use. But the only solution, in my opinion, is to kind of ideologically self-segregate and realize that everything that they write is a lie. And it's just often obscenely so.